Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is June the 2nd of 2025. I am in zone 5A planting area, and we are going to do a quick little garden tour of what's happened, what's coming up, all the fun things. There's so many things that have happened over the last couple weeks since my last video, and we're going to watch it. We're going to see it all. I'm going to show you all of it. There's still some stuff that we have to do. I just got off work and I just filmed a coffee talk video, chit chat with you guys, kind of little haul that I'm going to start doing now every so often, probably a couple times, maybe once a week or once every couple weeks. I've not decided yet, but so I just did that. I am trying a fertilizer that is coffee grounds and rice and just soaking it to see how that's going to work on the plants. I do not want to put Miracle Grow in my beds because I don't want to put a synthetic fertilizer in my beds when I just put them full of dirt and that, because it'll be hard to get them out of those beds. I'd have to rip them all apart and that. So I'm trying to look for more organic, more homemade things. So if you guys know of any, let me know in the description and that, what works for you and what doesn't work. But right now I'm going to try the soaking the rice and the coffee grounds and see if that works. Just a little bit, and dilute it with water and kind of put it in my plants. So let's get into all of this. So here we have the herb planters, just the same as before. So we have this I grew from seed. Then we have, and that's the cilantro. Then we have some thyme. We have mint. This is the mojito mint. We have sage. This mint has you see that? It's like replanted itself. Okay, that's what you want to do, mint, replant. All right. The reason why I put mint in my containers is because mint can get really out of hand and I don't want it overtaking anything. So at least here I can take it out and not worry about it. So then we have more mint here, and this is spearmint. We have Greek oregano, French tarragon. This is rosemary, and then we have the more Greek oregano here. Wait. Oh, that's organic Greek oregano. This as well is replanting itself there. Like you can see, I just took it out. So we'll just put you guys back there. So everything is kind of replanting itself, which is nice because it's going to have more of a yield. But here is my basil. I did clip off the top of this. I could probably thin this out as well. My calibrachoa, I moved from that corner over here because I took out that big plant that was right here because I'm like, I think that was chives, but I wasn't sure. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take it out. It was in my garden last year. I was not too sure what it was. I have another tarragon here. This is my big garlic chive plant that I got from my mom's friend. The first year I was in this house, she brought this over, and it's been going strong. And then I have another calibrachoa here just to add some color. Here are my peonies, which are amazing. I do need to buy another one because I plant one every year I'm in this house, if not two. Peonies are one of my favorite flowers, but look at how amazing this one is. This is huge. This probably has multiple tubers below it, but I like to I put these things around it so Terry doesn't cut them with the weed eater around the fence. But these are so nice. I cannot believe how beautiful these things are and how big they're getting. I'm excited for that. Here is my rhubarb. I have already pulled some of these out and given some of them to my mom for her freezer. I know someone commented that I should pull them out, and that's exactly what I did. Is I did pull them out. I didn't cut them off. I pulled them out. I did learn that too. So thank you so much for the comment. And I did do that. I pulled them out because you are not supposed to cut the rhubarb. You're supposed to pull it out from the stem there. So that I did do. We're gonna probably get 2 more harvests out of this. I could probably take more off this this weekend as well. Now, here is the garden, the big one that we've been working on. Okay, so we now have the boxes planted. The gravel is in between. It is looking nice now, which is great. I'm pretty excited about the progress that we have here and what's happening. So these pots there in the middle, those are my potatoes that I planted. And then these beds are numbered. So we have them numbered. So I'm at the back of it. So this would be number 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is the back of the garden. Now, this bed here is zinnias. There's a poppy, zinnias. There's some snapdragons in here, ranunculus. And right there, right here, that is a catnip. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get a catnip plant for the cats. Maybe I could dehydrate it. I thought that would be fun. So that's a catnip. These are our potatoes, and you can see we're getting potatoes sprouting up. I've actually filled these up with dirt 3 times. So these have been coming up. They are planted probably here, like they're coming up like crazy. So I'm pretty excited about that. So this is planted with mostly cutting flowers here, also because I wanted to have some flower beds that were able to be pollinators for the plants as well. For the other ones, I want to have fresh flowers through the summer. So that was the other reason why I wanted to have some flower beds. Now this is bed 8, and we have, which I watered these this morning and I have to water them again. I don't have all the irrigation in yet. We are getting there, but we have some early girl tomatoes here, and then we have the peppers. So we have sun bright yellow peppers here, there. Here we have big red peppers right there. So in this, so from here to here. We have sweet mixed peppers here. There's only 2 of them. And then we have the lilac pepper here. We have marigolds as well in this bed. And cilantro is planted here. And I believe I have a snapdragon there. So I kind of put some snapdragons in some of the beds as well. So I planted these out May, I believe the 20. I'll leave it in the, I'll put the date up here for you guys to see when I planted them. This is bed number 6. And here we have another tomato bed. So we have Better Boy tomatoes here. And we have a English cucumber one here. So it'll grow over here. And I'll put a trellis for it to grow up here. And I'll put some stakes in that for the tomatoes to grow. We have some marigolds as well. And we have a early girl tomato here. So these 4. We have basil that I got from the greenhouse. And then I direct sowed some basil there yesterday. And we have a snapdragon there. Here we have bed number 5. We have a tomato, or sorry, we have a potato here. So I have 3 potato plants here. And then bed number 5, we have the lettuce that we had in the herb planter originally. I have thinned it out and put it here. We have red onions. I believe this one is the red onions. Nope, sorry, I was wrong. This is the white onions here in a row. And then in between them, we have the carrots, and the rainbow carrots are the ones that I have here. So we have lettuce, onions on top, carrots on the bottom. And then here we have some pole beans along here. And I'll trellis this up as well. And then we have some Greek oregano along here. And along here, which you can see is coming up incredibly. A lot of stuff is coming up here. I direct sowed some calendula there so I can make a salve. The onions I bought from a greenhouse. I planted the lettuce inside and then put it in my herb planter and then planted it out here. I direct sowed the beans and the Greek oregano. So that is bed number 5. Okay, bed number 4 here, we have snapdragons, and then along here you can see there and here and there. This is my long pie pumpkins that will, I hope, will flow out and down. So it'll kind of come over this way will be the pumpkins, and they're starting to germinate. Snapdragons, and here we have the homemade pickles cucumber. The cucumber called homemade pickles that I direct sowed here that are coming up. And then I have the giant zinnias here. You can see they're coming up right there. So I hope this will have a lot of pollinators in it for the pumpkins and for the cucumbers. And then we'll trellis this up. We'll trellis this up. And then I might put an arch here eventually trellis, but right now I kind of just want to see where I want to put trellises and have them removable and movable for the next little like couple seasons until I figure out really what I want to do. Bed number 3, this has the Chicago pickling cucumber, and you can see this coming up. And then we have some marigolds in here as well. On this end, we have the Better Boy tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. Terry loves tomato sandwiches in the summer. That's why I planted it, because he loves them. So I am not, I said in my mom's garden tour, I don't like tomatoes. I really don't. So I'm planting them so that we can have them here so he can have them. Then we have the paprika pepper here. Now my peppers, I think I had them out and it was cold and they got damaged. We're just going to go with it and see what happens. I think that we're just going to go with it. You can see some of my cucumbers are coming up here, which is really nice. And then we have one lemon drop pepper right here. And it's not, I don't think it's going to come up. It's kind of bad, but we'll just see. I bought one jalapeno pepper from the greenhouse here. You can see the difference in the peppers. And then these are all jalapenos here. And then we have poblanos here as well. So that is bed number 3. We'll go to bed number 2 next. So bed number 2 has the red onions that I got from a greenhouse. And then we have the scarlet carrots, the tape. So I bought it in tape and not individual seeds, but seed tape. And they're going here, here, and here. And then right here we have snow peas. And you can see they're coming up here and that. And we'll trellis these as well. And the way we're going to trellis the peas is we're going to wrap. We're going to put poles and then wrap like almost twine or something around it so that they can grow in between the twine. It's not going to be a regular trellis. It's going to be just kind of like a pull, and then we'll wrap stuff around so they can just be guided up. So this is bed number 2. Now bed number 1 has the irrigation done. Terry did it. And so this is what the irrigation looks like. So these are capped off. Now we have ranunculuses here. We have snapdragons in here. We have Oklahoma pink zinnias here, and they're starting to come up. And I'm going to succession plant these. Poppy and another zinnia that are starting to come up. And then at the back here, we have sugar peas, sugar snap peas. And you can see that they're starting to as well come up. Really nice. So we'll go over the irrigation once it's completed, but Terry is a plumber. He's doing the irrigation and I'm just like, okay, you do you. And that I'm just thankful that he's going to do that for me. So here's part of the irrigation. So each one of these beds is going to have its own valve. So I can turn them on and off when I want. And then this will come up to this with it'll kind of be branched off here. So I can still use the hose, but still have this as well. So here is what it looks like now. Here we have my lilac bushes, which this one actually is flowered, which is nice. Here's the other one. And this is the one that my mom gave me, which is nice that it's coming up. I need to go get this year's lilac bush. I think this month I'm gonna go get it. So we'll have another one planted here. So hopefully in another so many years, we will have big lilac bushes coming in. Now this is the sand and the dirt that we got for our garden and bed. So we got 10 yards of sand, 10 yards of gravel or pea gravel, and 10 yards of triple mix. The triple mix and the pea gravel we got from a company called Sydenham's Landscaping in the area up here. I will link it below so that you guys can see. If you're in my area, you can grab it. Amazing service, just amazing. We absolutely love them. I will be getting my topsoil or triple mix next year, probably 5 yards to put in the beds, and then 5 yards of compost to go in them as well next spring to start the garden next year. I'm not going to bother doing it over the fall. I'm going to do it in the spring so that the nutrients in the plants will be able to get all of that they need, and it's not going to kind of dissipate over the winter. That makes sense. Here we have the front garden. My ranunculuses, I don't know. If I get any, I'll be happy, but they're a little sad. I planted them out front. I have my lilies up here that are huge. They're like, these ones I think are the trumpet lilies. They're pretty big. My hostas are coming in. But we have little chipmunks in that come to the bird feeder and they trample all over them. But my tulips are almost done. They just keep wanting to go, but they're almost done. I need to get in here and weed again. My rose bush here is really nice. I have ranunculuses up here as well, so we'll see what happens with them. Tulips. And these ones here are zinnias and cosmos and poppies that I just threw in here like a couple months ago. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up. And that I kind of cut them back yesterday, took the tops off them, so we'll see. Here I have done a haircut on my daffodils. So basically what I did was yesterday, I came out here and I just went with big shears and I just kind of cut them to where my pad or my walkway is. So then that way they still have the stems there because they need that energy for the bulb to winterize. So I'm going to keep those on until the fall. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to come back, cut them. Me and my mom are buying more daffodils. So this thing will be full of daffodils and tulips in the spring and probably even over here. I'm going to go do the daffodils, the tulips, plant them in the fall, put brand new mulch over it and get it ready for the winter so it's nice and compact and good in the winter. And then we'll go ahead and put that to bed in the fall. But right now, this is what I like to do because I want to give them the best possible start. Also, the lady before, the person that we bought this house off of, that built their house in the 50s, that lived here, she was an amazing gardener and she put these in and these are beautiful. I probably have a video with the actual daffodils bloomed. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sidewalk. So I don't think I'm ever going to take this out. I'm going to add to it to make it full, but I won't ever take it out. I think this is an amazing thing on property and I absolutely love it. You can kind of see over here, it's really filling out in this area where we have the hostas and the ferns and that. So this gets really filled out. Let's go check on the berries really quick. My battery's going to die. So this I'm not going to do anything with until the end of the month. Okay, so we do have some coming up there. We have some here, there, and there. So we're just gonna let these do their thing for a little bit longer, and then we'll come in and change it and put the beds in and that. I hope you guys really enjoyed that tour and are excited as I am about all the progress that's been made, everything that's coming up, everything that's gonna happen. I'm excited to see what we get this year and where this journey is gonna take us. But I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for subscribing and just for even watching. And I can't wait to show you guys the next update and the next update. I am getting really excited to see what is gonna come out of this garden, if anything, and what I can get accomplished. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. Like if you do, subscribe if you can, share if you want, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye for now.